loves it, fixing tech with glee. Old gadgets, new life, he's the chosen one. Every broken circuit, he's gonna get it done. From vintage TVs to your old cassette, with a trusty soldering iron, there's no regret. Turning back the clock, making them shine. Rolling Tide is magic, it's simply divine. Hey, like and subscribe. Join the crew, Rolling Tide is on YouTube. He's waiting for you. Fixing your old electronics, bringing them back. Tune in now, you're on the right track. He's got the flow, he's got the style. Every DIY hack makes it all worthwhile. Capacitors dancing, resistors in line. With a grin on his face, he's crossing the tide. From video games to the stereo beat, Rolling Tide brings the fix, can't accept defeat. Watch him unravel, watch him restore. Every click and pop, you're gonna want more. Hey, like and subscribe. Join the crew, Rolling Tide is on YouTube. He's waiting for you. Fixing your old electronics, bringing them back. Tune in now, you're on the right track. So gather around, folk, it's more than a show. It's a journey through time, come on, let's go. With every episode, the wonders unfold. Rolling Tide, a story to be told. No broken dreams in his workshop space, just a passion for fixing a welcoming place. Each step of the way, you'll learn something new. From repairing a lamp to a classic guitar too. With a twist of his wrench and a turn of the dial, you'll be flipping through channels in no time. We'll smile. Throw your hands up, it's a community vibe. Feel that electric pulse, feel that old tribe. Get your gear ready, let's spark up the chat. Rolling Tide is the name, remember that. Hey, like and subscribe. Join the crew, Rolling Tide is on YouTube. He's waiting for you. Fixing your old electronics, bringing them back. Tune in now, you're on the right track. So if you've got gadgets that need a good home, Rolling Tide is the place. No need to run. But never do fix, so feel the blast. Join the journey now, let's make tech last.
Okay, we'll get right into it. So we're going to finish the modifications to the AaLeds under hood stick light. So off camera, I did quite a bit of work because, you know, it's boring. I put this thing back together for a hole. We got additional wires for the additional battery pack that's going to go on both ends of this thing. So traditionally, the way it was stock, everything was on one end. But now that we're going to add additional battery power, and there's room in the other so-called handle, we're going to put another battery pack in. So underneath the LED strip, there's plenty of room for wires and stuff like that. It's hard to see, but I got another set of wires stuck in through the hole. I could also have 4 sets of wires going through here for having each pack on a separate charger. But I'm not going to go that far as of yet. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see how well it works as it is. So, like I said off camera, I reassembled this thing, fished the wires underneath the LED strip. Now it's just a matter of doing the chargers and stuff like that. Another thing that I did off camera is I made new battery packs. So I welded up some brand new 30, no, not 39, 3,500 milliamp hour battery packs in dual. So there's going to be a total of 14,000 milliamp hours between the two packs here. So this pack is going to be for this end, and then this pack with the plug on it is going to be where it was stock. So we're going to ditch the original charge cord here, because we don't need that kind, because it only does like 1.8 amps. So we'll unplug that, and then we will continue on with the rest of the build and put it back together. So we'll go over to the overhead here. So here is the actual business end, or the original input side of the battery pack. So this charge board originally went over here, actually on this half. So I'll get my orientation right. So this went like this, kind of like that, and it had the little LED poking out the back here. So that's how originally it was. And then when you marry the other half together, that was your finished product. So like I said, we're going to lose this part, and we're going to replace it with these little guys that I showed earlier. So a right angle breakout, and the way I figured that this will go in is just like this. And of course, when I sandwich this back together, the charge port is going to stick out a little bit. Something like that. So for me, it'll be something to be mindful of, not to break that off, but it'll be fine. If I had a different configuration board in here, I probably could set it back. Or if I had a 3D printer, I could print my own little bracket and stuff it in there, but I don't have that kind, so we're going to have to make do with what we got. And that's the bottom line. So this is the original charge board. I do notice that when I was charging this for the first time, this little inductor here got extremely hot, where I could actually feel it through the handle of the light. So that was kind of concerning, that you know, something that's already getting hot that was only on charge for a few minutes. Okay, so we need our batteries. So there's 1, 2 packs, and of course we got to establish our little charge connector here. So we need to run some new wires for our little plug here. And of course, just doing this all on the fly, so, there's probably going to be some fumbling around and everything else. So, as I was hoping, planning on, that's going to go in there. I can do that. First, really, I got to see how the batteries are going to go in there, because it's been over a week, so I don't really remember how the stick light sat in there. I'm going to kind of put this back together the way it was. I just got to remember how it went together. Let's see, does it go like that, or does it go like this? So, button has to be facing up. And these things come out think it was right about there. I think that's the way it went. And of course, the battery pack was in here. Like that. Button. Had a plug on it. Let's see, that. I think this one spun around. Kind of like that. So you could plug that in. Okay. Maybe we're not going to use that. Maybe we're just going to wire it direct. Ideally, if I were to plug the battery pack in, it should still work. Yep. That's that. So we can do that. Just a matter of we can eliminate that part. So we just got to do the chargers and connect the wires. From one side to the other. And then get a little closer to the end result. So that's going to go away. Now it's just a matter of doing our chargers. So that's going to go like that. So for our little chargers, like I said earlier in the live stream, we're going to do dual 3 amp chargers. So a total of 6 amps potentially. So here's our chargers. I really like these chargers because I put one together for 18650s, and the sucker does. If you put 5.4 volts into it, it does. It actually overachieves a little bit and does like 3.2 amps. So we're gonna stack these together with some pin headers. These are double-ended pin headers. That you can break off. Whatever needs you do need to do. We're going to snip them, so I need 4 of them. Okay. It's just a matter of stacking these. I need a little something to hold that. Let's see, where's the helping hands? Do I still got a pair? I think I do. Where did I put them? Not in there. Here's my really big set. Put these on the board. Kind of like that. Interesting part is going to be to solder them. Maybe that's not going to work too well. Like I said, I'm just doing this on the fly, you know, so it's going to be fumbling around. Try to get it somewhat straight, but we're dealing with a single peg. Okay. So it's just a matter of stacking this one literally on top of it. Okay, be something like that. Now, what do I got? This little spudger. That looks pretty good. Not really. Just get that somewhat parallel with each other. Doesn't have to be perfect because nobody's going to see it when it's inside the handle. That's our dual chargers. Okay. Was it crooked? That's fantastic. That looks a little better. It's a little jacked up. That's good. That's close enough. Okay, that is that. So that was gonna go like that. Batteries hang around up here. I kind of figured out. I stuffed that in there. Kind of like that. Live in there somewhere. So while I'm interested, I need to hook up the input to this little right angle jobber. So, I gotta do some trimming. Trim this little gusset out. Is there one on this side? I don't think so. Okay. Like I said, this is just all on the fly. That's gonna hang out in there. Hook up some wires. That'll kind of go in there. I gotta still get down deep in there. And rip that gusset out. There we go. No more gusset. Let it go in like that. Okay. So B plus. That's the input. Now we just gotta hook some wires up to that. That's gonna be some fine wire. I got that kind. Oh, where'd it go? Here's red, black, scrap wire. So positive is to my right. I flip that backwards. Which side's the pads on? That side? Just because it doesn't matter. couple little flyaways. Okay, let's hear that. That takes care of that. Now we just gotta hook it up to the side of the charger here. So that went like that. And then these things kind of went at the bottom. So I guess we'll make a some kind of a service loop. Doesn't really matter. There's plenty of room to stuff wire in there. We'll leave it about yay long. And then bend these over. Give me a little something to attach it to. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see, implant, so just like that. That'll be our remote input. I'm going like that. And this will be shoved in there, literally shoved in there. Like that. Just test fit this thing. Yep, that'll go together very nicely. Okay, that's that. So, bring over the stick light. I'll start putting this back together. This half, anyway. Move that out of the way. Okay. I kind of want it like that. Let's see. That was the top, so that goes like this. Like that. Adjustments. Let's sit flat. Now, put the button back in. Like that. These wires hung out. That. This is the main battery pack side. So that went like that. I think it went like that because of the wires. Hung out. But that doesn't matter anymore. So that can go like that. That'll plug right in. Now we just got to run some wires from here to here. And then attach these at the same time. So I got plenty of wire. How about if we do some piggybacking? How about like that? So, assume that this light is symmetrical on each side. So, run it like that. And run it like that. Put a little mark on there so I can split the wires. Of course, I want to have a little bit of play. say about like that. That's going to be the marks for the first splice. We're just going to split the wires. Okay. So that will allow me to bring the battery pack down. So I can attach that. That's pretty good. Like that. Go like that. These two wires will come around. Let's see. Okay. So now on the charger, B plus is on the bottom, so we'll make this red one or brownish color. A positive. that side. So now, it's a matter of plugging this back in. And then, kind of managing the wires. So, go like that. Pop these in. And then we can put this half on. That. First I gotta put the hardware in for the button. So we need our button, our little spring. That thing. One of these. That fell on the floor. One of them. D button. Then for them. We need 4 that other size too. Okay. Okay. So that is that. We'll just put the button on. Something like that. Button still works. Okay. This side back together. I was already screwing it. How did that not fall out? How did that not fall out? That time? Then we got this little Dewey. He hangs out. He's got a little stopper. It keeps him from spinning around. All his tires, they're flat. Now it's just a matter of putting the battery pack on the other side. Being mindful that the wires go on to that side are live. Okay, that's the business end. Now it's just a matter of flipping it over and doing the other side. Ooh. Make sure light still works. So, question is, what did I do with the other clamshell? Where'd you go? There you are. Okay. The button went on top. Like that. So we're going to turn this so the button faces me. And that went in like that. And then this button hung out like this. There's our wires from the other side. And then the battery pack. Basically going to hang out in here like that. Okay. So we'll have a little bit of wire extra. Somewhere in there. Okay, that's that. Just get the remainder of the hardware, and this project's almost done. Of course, for a lot of people, they're like, why? Why would anybody want to do that? I don't know. I like to do stupid shit like this. I think it's a lot of fun. Some screws in. Got one missing. One ended up missing. That's too bad. You get stuck to the magnet? I'm saying it. Oh dear. That's too bad. I don't know if I got anything. No. One's probably too long. One's definitely too short. That might be the ticket right there. I'm gonna say that's going to work. I don't know where the other one went. Missing one. Oh well. Nobody will ever notice. Nobody will ever notice because you can't see it. So, it's a matter of putting this thing on. It doesn't really matter which way it goes. Hey, our light works from each side, so that's good. So now we'll just put this little beauty cap on, and that is put back together. So we got our light back together on each end. So boom, 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 boom. That's that. That's cool. Now we're going to see what this sucker charges at. Let's see. That's the fun part. Because these batteries are, I have not charged these. They're fresh out of that battery box. So they're at whatever storage capacity that they're stored at. And we got them dual um, chargers in there. So we got our meter in. First I'm going to do our regular wall wart. Is it reading? Should be. So we'll plug it in for the first time. We gotta figure out our polarity here. Get it working. Okay, that's weird. Try a different cord. Voltage? Got voltage on there. Why ain't you showing up on the meter? Come on. Five volts should be showing 5 volts. Why ain't you showing 5 volts? How about that one? That one showing? Nope. How about if we try a different port? No? Come on. Maybe 2 charges is going to be a little bit too much. Hmm. Something very bizarre here. Hmm. Port. I don't have any more on that side. I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh. Very weird. There we go. So, charging at 3.17 amps with my makeshift charging port. So this is my little apparatus to make it maintain at 5 volts. So let me try going back to the regular wall wart. Not that it's working currently. For whatever reason, that charger is not happy. So that charger is not happy. We'll go back to the other one. That's not fussy. High volt. So what I'll do is I'll kind of mimic what a normal wall wart would do. So on this little guy, I can turn the voltage down. To sort of mimic the let's say 4.7. Let's say it got loaded down that much, which most chargers do. So if you see, it's only putting out 1.5 amps compared to what it was doing just a little while ago, where it was putting out a little over 3. So that's how some of these chargers are very sensitive on the voltage input, because like I said earlier, you could put regular wall wart in it and it draws the voltage down, and then it draws the amperage down. Someone would say, yeah, who cares, so what? Well, I like optimism. I like everything optimized. So if I start bringing the voltage back up, you see how quickly the amperage starts to climb? I mean, it was only like half a turn. Now I'm back at look at that, overachieving 3.5 amps at 5.5 volts. Actually 3.7, because you got the dual chargers running. So that's the maximum voltage that the chargers can handle, is 5.5 volts. So I know if you go over that, they'll shut down. So just look at that ridiculous. Look at that charge rate. 3.7 amps. Amps, people. Compared to, what was it, 1.5? That was lame. I'm going to bring the voltage back down to where it was. These pots are very touchy. Kind of hard to put them back where they were. That's close enough. So, definitely getting 3 amps of charge, which is pretty cool. And the nice thing with this light, it still works even if it's charging. So, you can always have it on. You kill it, you just put it on a super long charge cord. You can give them what, 10 foot long? Put it on a power bank, or if you're close enough to a wall. So very cool. Upgraded the chargers, upgraded the capacity of the stick light. So that's pretty cool. So that's the modifications to the AaLeds stick light. Of course, these guys fold up like that. Got the hooks on here. So if you want to hang it off a hood holes or whatever. So that's pretty cool. So there. I took the handles off for the hood where it wraps around the hood. So now you got a regular stick light. You can cart around. You can see what you're doing. So there. So, just to further prove how sensitive these little guys are to voltage, we'll go back to our little individual charger over here. Is this guy still working on that side? I think so. And we'll go back to our wall board. And we'll put a battery in. I had a torch running this entire time that I've been streaming for an hour and 18 minutes. So we're going to take this little battery out. This is the same battery that I had in the stick light. Make sure my polarity is right so I don't blow it up. And we will plug this in to a regular run-of-the-mill everyday stick light. I don't know how far down this battery really is. We'll give it a couple of minutes for it to figure itself out. Let's see what the voltage is. Whatever that was. Oh, that was the battery. Oh, there's our voltage. Where's my little meter? Where'd you go? I might have to get one that's a little bit better charged. Yeah, I run that one down. Need to get a different battery. That one needs is going on the slow charge. The voltage protection. That China Pride flashlight don't have. You need to run the protected cells in that one. That sucker drove that one right down. So we'll get another battery out. So this is at 3.5 volts. So we'll throw it in the charger, and it should kick right up. So voltage come down, 4.7 volts. You know, I got the heaviest wires, charge cable you can get. You see how much it drives it down. So 3 amp charger at 4.7 volts. You're going to get amp and a half out of it for the maximum output. So I will plug in my super modified power supply here that I can set the voltage. So I'm at right now. It should say, of course, that one should say. I'm gonna plug it in 5.4 volts. So I'm gonna plug it in, and this will should come up to 2.8 amps. So big difference in the charge rate for the voltage. And of course, as this comes up, once the meter, once the charge rate starts to drop just a little bit, that voltage will come back up and it'll start climbing. So big increase, big difference between 4.7 volts and 4.95 volts. What you get for the for the amperage. So there. So don't want to put that one on too much of a charge. That's a brand new battery. So we'll bring the other one back up from the dead. It'll take it's doing, well, there you go. It come up. It charged just enough for it to come back up. Being that this one is dead, that charge rate will slowly climb until probably about 3 amps. So, but 2.4 amps for a single 18650 is pretty darn good in my book. So there. We achieved everything that we are going to achieve for the for the AaLeds stick light. Of course, there's going to be far and few between, almost zero, of anybody who's going to do such a silly project, but it's content. It's something different. It's something that, you know, a lot of channels won't do, especially live, because that's just the way they run. But, you know, this is my channel. I run it the way I want to, and, you know, other people, they run their they run their channels the way they want to. So that's that. So, well, I got the stick light hiding it. So our Saturday stream, and this happened last Saturday when I was streaming. I don't know if anybody noticed it, but if you do, you'll notice a little something different, or something failing literally on camera. So I don't know if anybody caught it, but guess what? We're gonna do a revisit to Nixie Clock Yana. Yeah, Lana's got another bad tube. So the last one right there, it was slowly dying. So that's the other. I shouldn't say that's the other thing. It's one of the consequences of dealing with old stuff. So more than likely, what happened is that the seals, the pinch weld or pinch of the glass tubing here. Yeah, there's little seals on the bottom of these things. So probably the seals failed, and all the neon leaked out, and the tube failed. So this one that I'm going to replace it is a 1977. So that's the same year that yours truly was born. So this tube is literally 48 years old plus, depending on when it was made. 77, the 11th month. So, and what was that tube that failed? What year was it? So I got a 71. First tube's a 71. Second tube is a 77. Third tube is an 87. Fourth tube is an 85. Tube 5 is a 90. And I can't, the lettering is scratched off the last tube. So it has no date on it that I can read anyway. So I don't know what date it is. It's going to be several decades old. So we're going to replace another tube in Nixie Clock Yana with a tube that's just as old as your host. And we'll see how long it holds out. So that'll happen Saturday, 9/27, 7:45-ish. And we'll get Nixie Clock Yana running again with a new old stock tubes. And of course, I got plenty of tubes that were kindly supplied by Insidious Nixies. So I got plenty of IN16s for many years of whatever takes an IN16 Nixie tube. So, with that, for those, there's literally only 5 views today, and they only stayed for a whopping 41 seconds. So, with that, for those who watch the replay, thanks for watching. Do all that YouTube stuff of comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you in a couple of days. So, until then, we'll see you on the next one.
Through the channels, what do I see? A time machine wizard fixing tech with glee. Old gadgets, new life, he's the chosen one. Every broken circuit, he's gonna get it done. From vintage TVs to your old cassette, with the trusty soldering iron, there's no regrets. Turning back the clock, making them shine. Rolling TARDIS magic is simply divine. Hey, like and subscribe, join the crew. Rolling TARDIS on YouTube, he's waiting for you. Fixing your old electronics, bringing them back. Tune in now, you're on the right track. He's got the flow, he's got the style. Every DIY hack makes it all worthwhile. Capacitors dancing, resistor in line. With a grin on his face, he's crossing the tide. From video games to the stereo's beat, rolling TARDIS brings the fix, can't accept defeat. Watch him unravel, watch him restore. Every creak and pop, you're gonna want more. Hey, like and subscribe, join the crew. Rolling TARDIS on YouTube, he's waiting for you. Fixing your old electronics, bringing them back. Tune in now, you're on the mic track. So gather round, folks, it's more than a show. It's a journey through time. Come on, let's go. At every episode, the wonders unfold. Rolling TARDIS, a story to be told. broken dreams in his workshop space. Just a passion for fixing, a welcoming place. Each step of the way, you'll learn something new. From repairing a lamp to a classic Atari 2. With the twist of his wrench and a turn of the dial, you'll be flipping through channels in no time. Will smile. Throw your hands up, it's a community vibe. Feel that electric pulse, feel that old drive. Get your gear ready, let's spark up the chat. Rolling TARDIS is the name, remember that. Hey! Like and subscribe, join the crew. Rolling TARDIS on YouTube, he's waiting for you. Fixing your old electronics, rolling them back. Tune in now, you're on the right track. So if you've got gadgets that need a good home, Rolling TARDIS is the place, no need to roll. With every new fix, you'll feel the blast. Join the journey now, let's make tech